Hello and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our Resistance run. I'm gonna do, I think, 2 streams tonight, and then I'll be away on vacation. And I believe this is actually going to come out in the middle of the vacation. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a break in this series because I will not be around per se to record more in the meantime. Although the break is not going to be as long as for the recording slot where I have the Banished Vault in. Banished Vault, we finished fairly early to put more effort into getting more other stuff recorded. As we are here, we are starting to control all the mega nations. We've basically got North America, United North America. We control the EU. We'll probably want to regrow that after breaking bits off of it. We control the Pan-Asian Combine. We could go ahead and merge Japan into them, and I may do that soon. One problem, of course, is that's going to cause unrest when we do it, because Japan is more democratic than the Pan-Asian Combine. We got Eurasian Union. In practice, at some point, we're going to want to merge these two, and we'll have one of the two. And it will probably be the EU absorbing the Eurasian Union and not the other way around. We're starting to grow India. That's what we're working on. We got Nepal, Bhutan in the Federation. Right now we're destroying all the alien bases that have been exposed from the alien nation being kicked down to one region. Every once in a while we're going to attempt to throw troops into the region here to break down the number of megafauna here. There are 11 megafauna here. If we can get rid of all those megafauna, we can swap this region over to India, destroying the alien administration. Basically, mostly resetting the Earth game back to normal Earth. Although the servants still have fairly decent control on Earth, so we may see other nations flip to the alien administration. We'll see. We got a bunch of resources. We got 160 dollar dues coming in a day. We got decent influence income. We have decent income. We've got a decent boost. I'm actually apparently getting 110 monthly boost. So I should probably actually start to spend that on a monthly basis. The best way to do that is going to be to upgrade some HABs to increase our income. So in Earth Orbit 4, we set up HABs that look like this. Basically full of quarters. This is basically converting mission control and a little bit of metal into influence and money. And it's not very efficient at influence and money. So this is what we're going to upgrade. We're going to start upgrading these. One question is, do I want to do administrative complexes in these? I think I do. This is Earth orbit, so the extra control point, control power, what's it called? Control point cap from the admin complexes will be good. We're probably not going to do command centers here in Earth. These can be anywhere, and if they can be anywhere, the best place to put them is probably going to be Mercury. Because really the only added cost there is, you see it has a base cost of 128 metals. I believe Mercury is like 3 or 4 times metal cost. But that's trivial. We can handle that. We got 3K to pay, or 300K to pay. So right now we're getting this running off of solar power. So we probably want to get an admin complex. Let's go ahead and upgrade one of these admin complex. And we have the power for that. We're going to need more power if we're going to add anything else. So we'll swap one of these out for a solar farm, because we're in Earth orbit. The next thing to do is, we're not going to leave these as quarters. Quarters are sort of the balance, well, the quarter line is sort of the balance line between money and influence. But it's not a very good ratio on either of them, and it's not a very good ratio of boost either of them. So I think what we're going to do is mainly we're getting the influence so we can turn it into money. So if we can just directly make money, that's probably the best way to do. before I get too invested, what was I running as the main? Triplet, Enemy Complex, Agriculture Complex, and Battle Station. Okay, so I should probably add a Battle Station here as well. I think we're far enough in that we don't need the extra firepower on these to keep the aliens away, but we'll humor past us. Okay, so that's not quite enough power to power anything else, so we do another... Oops. Do another solar farm here. And from here on out, we're basically going to be tagging in either... Probably not Space Resort. So Space Resort, you can see, is 250 income, 5 influence. So this is about 3 boost to 5 influence, about 3 boost to 250 money. Or we can do 3 to 250 money, right? So it's really, do you consider 3 boost a month to be worth 5 influence? And I think we do have another one. Is the media center is just better, right? So if we want influence, we probably want to do the media center. Simply put. So we mostly probably want to do space hospitals here, and or media centers if we're looking at influence getting a little low. And we probably do want to keep like 10 influence coming in a month, but that shouldn't be too hard to do. Okay, so let's start the upgrades here. So space hospital, space hospital, space hospital. So that's 3, or that's 9 plus 3 more, so that's 12 a month. And we've got 100 something to spend. So let's just feel free to fully upgrade this one. So we're going all the way around the outside here. And then we're going to need power, so we're going to have to swap out the interior with solar farms. And then that would actually be power positive right now. So that would take us up to 362. That leaves us with 10 power. Plus the one we're spending, no, plus the 2 we're spending here. So we actually have about 12 to spend. So I wanted to improve the place a little bit more. Although I think I'm going to have a hard time trying to find something that only costs 12 power. So we may leave that last quarters there just because. And these are each bringing 600 crew. So we've got 9 of those. So if I had the power, and I don't have the power, it would probably make sense to build a second agricultural complex to save some water and volatiles, but we don't have that here. I could potentially replace one of the solar farms with a fusion reactor, and then we can do that. And we might come back and revisit that. But yeah, that's 9. Let's say 10. So this is going to cost about 30 boost. So let's do that again. This is boosting our resources. We are transitioning away from what each of these is 2 influence. We're basically trading away. So 5, 10, 15. So about 30 influence a month. We're trading 30 influence a month for a load of money, which is the main thing we've actually been spending influence on. So that's probably in the long run a good thing. We're cutting out the middleman. And I think that will be an improvement. Okay, so this one's a little bit different power for whatever reason. We're in a different orbit, are we? Yes, we're in low 1 instead of low 2 here. Okay, so this needs to become a solar farm. Okay. So that's what we're going to do with those HABs. Mission control-wise, we do have the expectation we're going to be short. We're expecting to have the demand of 496. Or, yeah, 496 is what we're going to take up to before that 28 builds. The 28 is a little bit delayed here. Now, that's probably not a problem. I can probably, when that happens, I can quickly just buy up for mission control. Right, so most of our nations with open mission control space, we can come in, we can do direct investment, and okay, it's going to be, let's say it's 25 investment into mission control, so it's about 6,500 per mission control. We're only looking to have to buy 4. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to happen. I know that's going to happen before the 28 mission control comes in, but that's something to be on the lookout for in the near future. That's also the second fleet out at Jupiter. It'll probably follow up on pursuing the ones going out to Saturn as soon as the Saturn ones arrive. Let's continue to move here on Earth. We're waiting for these guys to heal. I don't necessarily know the regeneration rate on these offhand. I think it's something like 2% per day. So that's going to be done in less than a month, although that's almost a month in that case, right? Which is one of the reasons we stopped that fight, so we'd had some time to heal up. Okay, all the way around with the counselors. Let's confirm assignments, because we've got assignments left over from last time. Let some time pass. Nope, I need to turn the speed up, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere fast.
Offering support.
Social media campaign is done, so that's going to help with the Unity projects. We got some stuff I may want to put on ships at some point. We may want to put repair bays. May want to do component armoring. Depends if the alien ships get any scarier. If the alien ships get scarier, then we may need more armor. We may actually want this stuff also for the smaller ships, right? Armor struts would make or allow us to armor the smaller ships by quite a bit. Most of this we don't necessarily need right now. I'm not sure if this is a better radiator. So you're 76.9. Let's look at our current radiator. Yeah, okay, so I should... I've got an obsolete radiator design in all my ships. That's going to save us a bunch of weight. And you are better than the gallium one, right? Yeah. So, obsolete you. Not better than the exotics, but the exotics one else, of course, costs exotics. So let's research you as our material project. And we have laser bombardment on the aliens there, the xenoforms there. So once that's attrited down enough, well, once our guys heal up, we're going to go back in again. We're basically going to go in and out until we attrit them down to where we don't have to run away again. Regional security sweeps is complete. We're getting most of the Xeno stuff done. I think we're going to get the rest of the enthrall defenses up. Orbital bombardment ends, just repeat and continue. Okay, yeah, they're healing 2% of that. So it's not going to be quite a month to get to full, but from 50% to
Target destroyed.
almost a month though. Okay, another alien base, another 5 alien abductions removed.
Score 1 for the good
Another
guys.
4 alien abductions removed.
By the numbers.
Another 5. And if we get rid of enough, then that will stop them actually setting up more of these facilities. I believe they need 15 to set up a facility. Alien facility next to the task station. Okay, so there's still some more that we're gonna have to get rid of. Okay. Our guy's fully healed. 2 days. So we might as well wait until the end of the month. Yep, there we go. So, grab all these guys, deploy armies, 1 hex over. Now, I think we might just be about to run out of alien bases to target. Although we
Investigating
will
alien
any
site.
activity.
Acknowledged.
Okay, so we've still got 6.
Heading to the LC.
So we'll get rid of about
Standing
half
by
of what's
for
left. The aliens will probably get around to replacing a couple, so we'll probably have like a couple more turns of this rate.
Heading to the LZ.
And at some point, this may turn a little bit into a whack-a-mole, because there's a lot of places where they got. As you're seeing, I think it removes. Oh, I forgot to double check between parts. I think it's about 10. I think it's actually 20%. I think it's 20% of the abductions gets destroyed every time we blow a base up in the area. Rounded up. So until we are getting it down to like 2 being removed every time, all it takes is the alien counselor coming around and replacing it. So the bases can pop back up pretty easily until you get them below getting rid of 2 every time.
I will help them.
Things are stabilizing.
And yeah, they do hurt. They hurt a lot. We'll give it like 2 more days, then we'll pull back out. Yeah, we got units down to 30%, so pull back. Deploy armies, 1 territory. It's gonna take 6 days. You survived 16 getting there, so you can probably survive the 6 getting out. Hopefully. We did manage to get one of them destroyed, so the damage coming off of them should go down. Okay, so that was actually the one that got destroyed is actually the one the fleet was bombarding. So we'll go ahead and grab that fleet again. And we'll do low-level bombardment. What I'm looking for is the Alien Administration flag. There we go. So all these alien megafauna are in... Wait up. I'm going to pick one at random because there's not enough information there to tell them apart, and we're going to start bombarding. So, we've managed to destroy 1 of, I think, 11. World's first maglev train. First full maglev network comes online. Japan has become the world's first nation to convert the entire world network to magnetic levitation. So we can do excellent, get nothing, make it free for the first month, or subsidize the ticket costs. Or with the initiative, we could get some money. We'll pay some money to get public relations on
LC is
this.
secure.
Fleet launching for low Earth orbit. This is fine. We'll take a quick glance at what the fleet's full of. Titans, Lancers. Yeah, this is a fleet. This is obviously a surveillance fleet. That's coming to do some surveillance. We'll proceed as we usually do. Probably try to jump it the moment it arrives, and then see if we can get rid of it.
The LZ is secure.
Alien facility gone.
Target destroyed.
Recon complete. Wrapping up here.
Okay, that one that was in Mexico City has been dealt with. And yeah, the aliens are running amok, but because none of these are actually fully owned by the servants, I think the aliens are taking attrition everywhere. The Megaphone is taking attrition everywhere. So that is reducing their strength. They're set to lead. Okay, if they do, they do. At some point, I should probably slow down our research and everything except for the inertial confinement, so we can get the inertial confinement done a little bit quicker. Okay, alien structures. Yeah, they were able just to put more back up. But again, none of them are in the alienations. They're going to be pretty easy to get rid of.
Going in hot.
Reporting in.
I don't think I can also get the last alien territory by revolution, so we are going to have to send the
We're
troops
going in.
Which does mean getting
Ready
rid
to go.
of the xenoforms occupying it, which is what we're doing. It's what we're working on.
Going in hot.
Where to?
Okay, so America is stable for the moment. Do we want to... Was it China getting a little unstable? China's uncomfortably high, but it is technically stable at that point. We'll stabilize it a little bit more. Just
We'll
to
make
sure.
things safe.
Your orders? Taking it to them.
And we're going to confirm assignments, we're going to let things move again.
Offering assistance.
I'm holding on to a bunch of cash right now, so if I need to buy mission control, and I suspect I will need to buy mission control, I have what I need to do it. Repeat, continue that operation to bombard the aliens there. Again, we're trying to get them down to where the 7 armies can take them on.
Violence is abating.
Nope, Pan Asian Combine is stable. Orbital bombardment ends, repeat, continue. That's only a 14-day bombardment. Although you can see it is being effective. I think it's probably responsible for the one that's at the top. That's
Target
34%.
secured.
6 more reductions dealt with.
Why
Now
the
that would
numbers?
imply that spot had like 7, implying 30 plus. 6 was applying like 25 plus abduction, so again, they can just roll back in and
Secured.
replace these at the moment, but we're moving in the right direction to get them reduced.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Okay, there's a bunch of solar panels coming up. Looks at Earth. Okay, advanced genealogical monitoring's done. Do public behavior monitoring, and this will be the last enthralled one. Looks like the last xenoscience as well. It's a bit of a shame, because we've got a really good bonus against xenoscience at the moment. Anyway, that's these coming online. So now we're just waiting on those to upgrade, which is 30th of March. Although this should be bringing in a lot of money. Should give us a bunch of ability to spend money more aggressively on Earth. And or spend it on crew wages. That's the main sink for money. The crew in the habs, the crew in the ships. And right now we're getting most of our money from nations. Given the fact that you see it's summing both the plus and the negatives from habs, right? So we're not net making money in habs. We'll see if all those bonuses coming online actually gets us positive. We'll be ready to do another attack in... What? That's 37 divided by 2. 36 would be 18, so about 19 days. And I suspect the next attack we might again... But every time we go in and get rid of some of the xenofauna, it becomes longer we can stay in on the next attack. Because we're just trying not to get destroyed. The longer we stay in, the more damage we do, the more we get rid of, sort of thing.
Ready for orders.
So eventually the stack will be dealt with, and then we can move on to other things with that army. Oh, they're down to 3 structures. Interesting. We're still going to get rid of them, obviously.
We are going in.
At your service. Going in hot.
Ready.
Because the last one actually looks like it's a bit hard.
We're going in.
Acknowledge.
I guess this is probably...
Where to?
Yeah, this is serve and control the territory.
Standing
The rest
by.
of these guys, we're going to have public campaign in Bangladesh. Preparation for trying to merge that
I will tell our story.
into
Ready for orders.
India.
Work in the public.
Okay. And with that, let's confirm assignments, move forward.
Lending my
Once again?
expertise.
Here's the new ships launching. Well, some of the new ships launching. Low phosphate orbit. Okay. Okay, so we'll get those 2 fleets to merge up. And that's not taking us over yet. We have 28% more mission control. Think about stuff around Earth coming online, right? So that's where I'm building. Where's my ships being constructed? Yeah, nothing at Mercury. Nothing at Venus. We've got a capital ship at Earth. It's at Mars. Phosphate. Where's all my mission control coming from? It was predicting that would cost more mission control than it did. Does the fleet have a flagship? That's a good question. These guys have a flag on them. Nope, I don't know why the estimate was so wrong. Yeah, okay, so we've got enough mission control because for whatever reason, the estimation of how much that was going to cost was wrong. That works. That just works for me. That's fine. Or I did the math. I may have done the math wrong and I was estimating it would cost 10 more than it does to maintain all those guys. We're going to still want to raise that cap either way. Every guy's fully healed here. Can. No, I got about 10 more days. Washington now a core economic region. Cool. I think this is every 1,200 investments in economy. You have one region that I think has to have a minimum of like 50 billion or something. It's either 500 billion or 50 billion. Probably 50 billion, seeing as although it said Washington, so it might have been. I think it was that Washington. Yeah. Can become a core economic region, which is a better thing than both the oil and the mining one. Has less drawbacks. Maybe a little bit worse if you're doing spoiling.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
If you're trying to grow the economy of the country, it is
We're
good for
winning
that.
their hearts and minds.
So America with that will grow a little bit faster. Orbital bombardment ends, continue. Yeah, they're probably bombarding the top of the list there, so they're probably bombarding the 18. I was thinking... No, we'll give it a little more time. You've completed transfer to low Earth orbit. Okay. Well, it's time to sally forth. Victor 2354, prepare to meet Romeo 751. Engage. They're actually willing to fight, so we have a fight today. We haven't received the replacement flagship yet, so we're only sitting at 9 ships, not 10. And they're all laser ships. So we're going to focus mainly on chopping down the little ones as they come in. And there is the surveillance ship in the back there. So yeah, blow up the flankers, and then we'll turn the laser and the plasmas onto what survives. The last ship not off the shipway right now is the new flagship for this fleet. Okay, I'm going to speed up a little bit carefully here, but I do want to close Okay, base maneuvers on the enemy fleet being taken. Although, again, the ships we have in target are the ones up front. They're burning to do their maneuvers, so they're going to close first. Open fire. First ship destroyed. It may have been 2 ships destroyed already. Yeah, 2 ships destroyed already. That most of the lighter support ships, the enemy formation has been cut up. It sounds like an alien kinetic round coming out of that one. And the aliens have their version of the laser, but we're running enough frontal armor the laser's kind of tickled. Okay, that one's... I was about to redirect fire because it was dead in the water, but you know, destroying it works just as well. Armor does appear to be holding. Oop, one of the rounds got through. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna redirect fire onto the kinetic firing ship. Try to get the kinetics to stop hurting so much. And all the kinetics have stopped. There we go. Back to the target we're shooting at, please. Okay, the one we were shooting at has dead in the water. Okay. So, all the ships except for the surveillance ship in the back are basically dead in the water, so we can now cut them up with the plasma. We did have one ship suffer a mission kill. We'll see if they get the, it's probably a bridge kill, so they'll probably get the bridge back online. By the end of the battle. So it'll probably be able to get back to the dockyard for repairs. I don't want to have that level of maneuverability. It does have Delta V, so presumably the engines are intact, so it's probably just the capacity for it to give commands. And to be fair, that was I was looking at it coming off of the enemy Titan. Maybe should have redirected fire to that sooner. Too late now. Okay, advance time and close the gap with the destroyer here. And it's got systems dead already. Flying, probably the bridge is gone. And there goes the ship. Now, normally in the past, we'd go try to jump whatever other alien fleets are in the area. Probably the LA surveillance fleet, but we're obviously going to go back to the port to repair. Because we got a badly damaged ship. Yeah, 1 damage, and it was able to repair back to yellow, so it should have no problems getting to the port. 53, 54 exotics. Launch Spartacus. You will arrive in 18.2 hours, and then they'll do the repairs, and we'll probably go forth fishing again once the repairs are done. Two days.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Target destroyed.
Do a quick resupply. Are you ready? No, you want one more day. Romeo 751 is ready for a new mission. There are alien fleets in orbit, although only one of them are really doing anything. So go buzz that fleet. You're supposed to be jumping the alien fleet. Oh. Yeah, only one fleet is doing anything, and it's my fleet doing ground bombardment. The aliens have been chased over the orbit. That works. I'm being extra jumpy that I don't need to be. Go back to base and refuel.
By the numbers.
Next day. Properly. Okay, you're ready for orders, but we don't have any for you to go. And deploy armies to the neighboring region. Hopefully have a little bit longer last of dealing with the aliens here. So, 2 to go. So we'll get rid of those 2.
Heading to the LZ.
And there's a decent possibility that we'll just
Standing
replace
by
them
for
again.
orders.
This reduces the alien production count, so this is good in the long run anyway.
Taking it to them.
And then we're gonna
Standing
have
by.
you public campaign. Join the public campaigning in Bangladesh.
Making our case.
And you're on cooldown with India till February. That's probably this February. Is this February? Okay. So next cycle we can merge Nepal, Bhutan into India. Confirm assignments and move forward.
Offering counsel.
Oof. Don't know with the 3rd division, but you just get out of there. We'll see if the 3rd division even gets out. Given how badly it got shut up. We got one destroyed. Okay. Ground bombardment. Pick a different alien. 9 left to pick from. So we still got a bit of shooting cut out for us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Oh, we did not manage to get 3rd division out of there before it got blown up. He got hammered pretty badly, and I think it is generally time that the rest of them make the run for it, otherwise we'll suffer that with the rest. Well, not maybe with all of them, but some of them just getting hammered real bad. One's down to 22. Oh, no, that's the attack percent. It's reading that. No, that's before the attack, yeah. We'll see if those guys can actually get out of there, or if I'm going to lose more armies. Oh, that's not good.
Target secured.
By the numbers.
Okay. Looks like that should be pretty easy for us to reverse. Probably gonna use the same mechanism. We're probably just gonna cause a revolution.
The people demand justice.
Ready. The people will rise.
Acknowledged. The people demand justice.
What's the op? The people will rise.
Reporting in. We will bring it down.
Okay. Persuasion. Science here. Persuasion and investigate. Investigate. Okay. And then, yeah, that should be probably enough to get the EU to civil war again and then flip to us.
I will help them.
Laying the groundwork.
Yeah, that sort of defense is not gonna protect you. And keep attacking. Oh, I got you in the Brazil region. I got you attacking the wrong one. There we go. Was attacking alien megafauna. We are going to want to do that eventually. Right now, however, we got a particular subset of them in mind. Okay. Oh, and of course we're really low on mission control with that flipped. Oops. Before we get some bad events, it looks like India is probably the best place to build these. How much can I build in? 450. Okay. Okay, so that's all the direct investments I can do for the moment. In that location. Okay, so that's all the mission control I can get back without the EU. So I'm gonna have to build a bit more of a buffer, and or get the EU to flip back, which is what we're hoping for.
The revolution is coming.
The people will be free.
Long live the revolution.
The uprising is underway.
Death to tyrants.
Okay. That got us back into the EU. That's bad for democracy, bad for GDPC, bad for a bunch of stuff, but good for mission control. And we should be able to pick up the rest of the control points real quickly. We'll go back to public campaigning in the EU, because apparently I wasn't doing enough. Sunflowering. I'll take the research. Okay, so military tech level for all max military tech level goes up by another 0.5. Not that I think any of the nations are anywhere near their max military level. Right, so you're up to 6. What is the max? Max is currently 10. So yeah, none of them are anywhere near max. What did you put in? Oh, I wasn't helping anyway, so that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Space science is what we want. We want to get space science done. Ooh. Romeo 874 has arrived in the Saturn system. Do I want a ground platform? No. Do you want an orbital one? Well, I could get a ground one, but we're just gonna grab an orbital one for the moment. And then here, we're gonna do point defense array and a space dock. And does this place have... one location per orbit? Okay. So I'm gonna undock. A very short period of time. I'm gonna quickly transfer to the other orbit. Go up to high orbit. Join Romeo 751. Saves us 8 mission controls. Definitely not a nothing burger. Okay, defense platform down there. So that probably means... our space hospitals are done. So space dock and defense. Do a quick check to see if that was the space hospitals. Yes. Low Earth 1, Low Earth 2, each making 2.2 thousand dollary dues per day. Almost covering all the upkeep cost from all the HABs. So we be making money. And now we need influence. For some things. But, yeah, now we're making some decent money. We still probably want an even higher ratio of money to influence, just depends on what we're investing in. Okay. You're docked. You really want to wait until we get the dock made. So we're going to send you back to phosphate, low phosphate orbit. And we're going to say the one at low phosphate orbit, which is the new one. We're going to have you come burning out high speed to our new fancy docks. And well, what will be the fancy new docks? The docks will be done by the time they arrive, is what I am assuming. Full burn, they're gonna get out here in just under 37 weeks. That'll put 2 warships in the Saturn system. With that, I should be fully capable of clearing the entire system systematically. Oh, and while I'm thinking about new stuff, got the money to cover it. We're a little short on boost. We're gonna get more from EU as we take it over, but let's, I can set up a new ring module here in low Mercury orbit, which is what we're gonna do. I could set up a ring module. It's gonna take 190 days. Or I can set up a orbital and upgrade it. So we'll set an orbital up. And obviously we're gonna proceed to immediately upgrade it once it's done. It's gonna take 60 days to build. I think it's another 60 days to upgrade, probably. In the meantime, in Mercury orbit, that tells me I have unupgraded nanofabs here that I should probably, in hindsight, have upgraded. Are they in orbit or are they on the ground? There is one in orbit, so there's a nanofactory here. So in 180 days, we'll be able to build Tier 3 directly. Okay. I've got enough surplus mission control for the moment. We're 18 over. I'm going to take the 1s offline, upgrade them to 2s. Okay, do I have the power? 80 plus 80 is 160, so carry the 150, 70, so 760 versus 890, so we have got about 120 spare power, which is conveniently enough to run a second agricultural complex, which will make all the volatile costs for the base go away. Good. Well, all the crew-based volatile costs go away. And we'll do that to the other one. Same thing. So this is costing us 3 mission control temporarily for 240 days. And then when that's done, we'll have an additional 6. And then when this is upgraded, we'll just be able to build Tier 3s. We'll upgrade that Tier 2 one, and won't do exactly this, right? Because this is actually mainly for ship works. We're basically going to start building mission control around Mercury to allow us, well, first of all, to not have that issue with the EU again, where we're like, oh no, we don't have enough mission control if the EU goes. Because well, after it happening once, I suspect it may happen again in the future. We'll do some stuff to try to fix that, but we were able to get in the EU pretty easily, so they can probably get easier back into it. Okay. So we want to really take those executive points back.
I'm here. Taking control.
And then
Where do you need me?
I need to stabilize the region, so we don't have another
We'll
coup
turn down
anytime
the heat.
soon.
At your service.
Ready for my mission.
And we built the campaign.
We'll make our appeal.
Okay. So that's delaying Bangladesh, because it is. Let's be fair. It's delaying Bangladesh. Had I paid more attention to it, it wouldn't be delaying Bangladesh. Well, probably would still be delaying Bangladesh a little bit, because we need a bunch of public campaigning to get securely into Bangladesh. Which we'd arguably just finished when the EU kind of exploded. This is looking good. Lithium spray radiator. Probably should have been running that for quite a while. but that'll be coming up in the next cycle. And looking at the time, it's a good place to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, we're going to record one last part tonight. This is going to be a short stream. It's only going to be a two-parter stream because I have to be up at 7 in the morning rather than noon. So I'm going to be up 5 hours early, so can't run quite so long. And I need to get all of this compressed and uploaded and all that slop. So there'll be one more part up tomorrow. That will be the last part before this series goes on a break because I will be away. I will check over the break what day that will be on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, we are going to record another section. I'm going to take a short moment to mute the mic, sip some tea, check that data, and we'll be back with the next part. So with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.